But I was looking specifically for just like specific rounds that people submitted me and that I wanted to talk about. And I was going through, a lot of people submitted full games, which is okay. If you submit full games, I'll try to go through and I'll try to look at them. I realized recently I have 39 different submissions. I probably won't be able to get to all 39. So I figured this would be a good start of like maybe a series or something where I start like pulling up these replays and I start like giving them a look. I've looked through all these replays of the rounds, like just like a little bit. I'm going to comment on like pretty basic things. Not basic, I don't know, they're things that like most players could probably learn from that maybe people don't really pick up on necessarily. I think that they're very blatant issues though that you should probably focus on, and maybe when you're watching your replays, they're things that you could like steer towards. So our very first one is going to be submitted from this YouTube account named What If. I don't know who this is. If it was you in chat, I love you, man. I hope you're having a good day. If you guys are watching this on YouTube and you want to submit, we have a submission form in the description below. People keep emailing me, or like people go through all sorts of extremes to ask me where to send this stuff. I appreciate it, by the way. If you want to submit, that's so freaking cool. I appreciate it. But people will they'll find my Instagram through the description, mind you. They'll find my Instagram and then DM me on Instagram and ask me where they could send it. I'm like, homie, if you found my Instagram, you must have gone into the description at like some point, right? I have the link in the description. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it if you guys are going to submit. Sorry if I just like tell you to go to the description, or if I link you. I try to link people if I can, if I'm at my PC. But for the most part, like, you'll find it. But anyway, this player, he's going to be playing over here on B. He's going to be chilling in hookah. And he likes to come over here. This is something that I think I knew about, but I didn't really I wasn't really sure, but this clip confirmed it right here, right? Look what he's doing. He's crouching right here in this corner, and he's just looking for the play, right? He's looking for somebody to come in so he can kill him. Notice where he's aiming. You'd think this would be at head level, right? You'd think that. You'd be wrong, buddy. As somebody's gonna walk in here with a Odin. I don't know if this guy crouch peeked him or what happened, but that position that he was playing was a little bit of a struggle bus for me. I'm gonna have to veto that spot, okay? And we're gonna talk about it here in just a minute, okay? They're gonna go into this play. Weirdsy's gonna be chilling over here. Weirdsy's gonna be trying to make his entrance. This seems like a relatively low rank game. Just kind of like the way that they're playing a little bit here. I guess maybe like silver, bronze, or silver, gold, maybe something like that. Going for the turret. He's gonna spawn him out. Good use of the cam right there. This rocket's gonna be coming in. They probably should have booked it after they heard this, but rocket's gonna hit there. Weirdsy's kind of lucky that he lives. Gonna try to jump out. Does get one kill. That's decent. Making his entrance. We have Tristan. His name's Tristan. You can't see it because the chat's in the way. It's like Tristan no tall. Something like that. I don't really know. I don't know. It was a rough round. They're going to roll into the second round. We actually get 2 rounds for this glorious play right here. And we're going to have our player, our hero, is going to be trying to push up along right here. We'll go over both these plays. I'm going to load into game 2 so I can talk about him just a little bit. So he's going to try to push up long here. There's going to be an Omen smoke right in his face, right? He's going to kind of walk it in here. Probably a dangerous smoke to peek, but I respect it, you know? You're going to peek out of it again. Probably still dangerous to do, but like he's going to go for it. Maybe he should have used some utility. Maybe even dash through. I don't really know. But like just walking through that smoke with a classic, probably not the best idea. Gonna go for this kill here. Oof. A little bit rough. Gonna go for the kill in the Omen now. I respect it. He's reloading. You know, he went for the rush. And not get the kill right there. Okay. We're gonna talk about both those plays here, okay? So I'm not an expert on this, right? But I'm gonna give my take on what happened here and what I think that somebody should improve upon in this situation, okay? So this position that he was playing right here, it looked like the player was able to walk right in here, and like the angle that he was viewing, he couldn't actually see him. So like if I'm shooting like right there, can I like, that might be the top of my head. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I do know that if they're crouching, he won't see them, and that might have actually been what happened. I don't know if he got crouch peeked here. If he got crouch peeked, this is a little bit more depressing, but either way, I would never play this position, like pretty much ever, because you're gonna get the heck peekers advantaged out of you as this player swings in here. They're gonna see you way before you see them, homie. You're gonna not want to play this spot. This is the first spot I'm going to check as I enter here too. If I do end up clearing this out with anything, generally I would have probably cleared this out as a player, maybe like been like this or something like that. I don't really know. Probably not crouched, but like probably made sure that there's nobody in this corner. But if I'm peeking this angle, this is where I'm aiming. This is exactly where my crosshair is going, and I'm gonna swing around here and I'm gonna tap you in the head pretty much before you ever see me if you're playing this position. So generally what you'll see a lot of times, people like to play hookah. They'll play like a spot like this. So when somebody comes around this angle, it's just a little bit less expected. This is why when like sometimes people see people play like off angles like this. This is a really weird spot, but I do see people get kills here. It catches people off guard pretty often. Because generally when you're peeking an angle like this, right, your cross is going to be like right around here, and then the player's like up there, so you have to like adjust. So that one's a little bit different. That one's a little bit better of an off angle. If you do want to play a spot like this, what I would recommend is having somebody else in here with you, having a homie right over here, just to give you a little bit of a little bit of backup, right? Because if they do end up swinging you like that, at least your homie will have you, you know, and you'll have your homie too. That's like the cool thing about this. I wouldn't really ever recommend playing this spot right here though, because you're basically just hoping to commit to the fact that somebody swings this and you get the kill on them. The cool thing about a spot like this, right? Somebody swings this and you don't actually end up getting the kill on them. I can just run. I can just run away, dude. You're not getting out of here. You are not getting out of this spot right here. This is not gonna happen. So generally, you want to like play a spot where you can have some sort of fallback in mind for yourself as a player. That would be like the basic thing I would have for comment right here. Don't crouch when you play this too. If you are going to play this spot, probably don't crouch. Just as we saw, that got really punished as that guy just kind of like walked in here on you. I would stand up just so you can see that guy's head, just so you can see it, just in case, you know. I can't confirm right now in this game if crouching lets you not see them or not. But generally, I would not crouch in the spot like that. Okay. Moving to the play over here, we're going to go back to this. We'll play this play out again just here. As he pushed up here, I don't even want to talk about his pushing through the smoke. You know, sometimes I push through smoke. Sometimes I'm going to do it. Probably not the best idea. It's a little dangerous when you do have the classic. Maybe if you're going to push through the smoke, maybe you should like quick step through it just so you don't walk through smokes. You really don't want to walk through smokes because when you're walking through, notice that my gun, they're going to see my gun like right here, right? And I'm not going to see anything. So if I'm walking through, that'll prolong the time period in which they can see my gun and which I can't see them. So instead, what you'll want to do is you'll generally want to like quick step through a smoke, and furthermore, you kind of want to strafe out them, right? So like if I have a smoke like right here, rather than exiting forward, or I'd like run out like that, you kind of want to strafe out if you can. That's an if you can sort of thing. Beyond that though, this classic play that he has, there's a couple problems right here. We're gonna go to it, okay? Notice his crosshair placement. It's okay. He's kind of scanning. Notices the Sage. He's like shooting body level. It takes 5 shots, I think, with the classic to kill somebody in the body. 26 at 0 to 30 meters. They have 125 health, let's assume. Maybe like armor. So that would be around 5 shots. Yeah, right? If they have 100 health, it'll take 4. But for the most part, if it's beyond 30 meters, it's going to take 5, definitely. You don't want to aim for the body right here. You really don't. You want to bring that crosshair up just a little bit. He's a little panicked right now. That's okay. It happens. For the most part, though, gonna want to be aiming around head level up here. That'll be his goal. We've talked a lot about crosshair placement though, so we're gonna talk about this next decision that he makes. So he notices the Sage is over. He just fought against that Sage. And like, were you ever in psychology? You know, like there's like a point in time where people develop like something called object permanence, and that's basically like the idea of like you saw something and then it like disappeared, but you know that thing is still there, right? We know that Sage is still there right now. She hasn't died yet. And what he's going to do right here, based off of that info, he knows the Sage is still there, but he's going to go for the peek on the Omen. This isn't terrible, I guess. Like, the Sage isn't peeking. Maybe he can get this kill quick on the Omen. But again, you're going to want to aim just a little bit higher if you want to go for this kill, because it's going to take you 5 shots to the body. Once again, it's going to take you 5 times to kill that guy. You know how long it takes to shoot 5 shots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6, actually, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite a long time, right? That's a lot of time for that Sage to peek you. You could have even just gone for like the burst there and like hit him in the head. That would have been a pretty easy kill from this range. Like, the burst is fairly accurate from this range. You know, that probably would have killed him right there. Probably would have been an okay idea. My object permanence is really bad. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you view the Sage, you're like, yeah, she's not there anymore, and you like go for the peek while you have the time, or you think that you have the time. Sage is gonna end up peeking him here. It's not the Omen that kills him, it's the Sage. Sage peeks him and she ends up killing him right there. It's just like, it's little situations like that where it's like just like a little bit of a little bit more patience maybe would have helped out here. Maybe just a little bit more game sense. Just aiming just a little bit higher in this situation. I think that's what that player would really benefit from. So like, yeah, I don't really have any much else to say on the play, but I think that those things right there are like good. That's probably like very basic things that a lot of players can just kind of focus on. Just the positions that you play and the encounters that you take basically would be very beneficial for this player.